started on a cracked iPhone. Now I'm trading in the dome, built it all on my own. Used to chase bags in a boat down Dodge. Now the tickers light up like a backwoods lodge. Madhouse lit, it's a candle in the barn. Got the minds in the pit like we raising alarms. Chart prime calling them zones like a prophet. Pull a fin, hit the wick, let it rip, then I profit. Running through the blocks like a bull through the gate. Market opening up, ain't no time to hesitate. Army Piper in a chair with the macro scoop. LBC flames when we raise that roof. G in the corner with the mind games tight. OC got spaghetti charts twisting all night. BC Port Corp got the alpha alert. And if Buck's in the room, somebody get hurt. In the madhouse again. Shards on the wall like a chalked up sin. A lot now rhyme, we'll break, we bend. Stacking them wins like the world gon' end. Got my trades on the line like clothes in the pre-swing. High swing low, I just follow the G's. JR moving stealth with the art so slick. Jesus saves dropping heat, that's a gospel click. Melissa with the vibes, keep the Discord lit. And Hart got the metal when the algo hits. We ain't just charting, we building the nation. Alumni cipher, straight foundation. In the madhouse again. Shards on the wall like a chalked up sin. Alumni rhyme, we'll break, we bend. Stacking them wins like the world gon' end. Throw back, ride again. Got my trades on the line like clothes in the pre-swing. High swing low, I just follow the cheese. JR moving stealth with the art so slick. Jesus saves dropping heat, that's a gospel click. Melissa with the vibes, keep the Discord lit. And Hart got the metal when the algo hits. We ain't just charting, we building the nation. Alumni cipher, straight foundation. Throw back, right again.
Welcome to the night where we light up the spot. We're trading crypto, finance, you'll be mad on the charts. Hosted by the one, Lunar Beaches top shark. Dive deep into the numbers cause this ain't no luck. We're crunching all the data, making money moves fast. From Wall Street to the blockchain, making predictions last. Community together in this financial blast. Markets after dark, shatter ceilings made of glass. Mad on the charts with Lunar's bright lights. Crypto markets soaring through the night. Follow the trends, see future in sight. It's markets after dark, the financial flight. From Bitcoin to Ethereum, we're mapping the road. Stock tips and insights, secrets ready to unload. Trading strategies, sharp on knowledge be showed. Let Lunar Beaches guide you to the mother lode. Economic loops and the way the dollar flows. Community vibes where everybody grows.
Emergency, 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 emergency. Bitcoin is breaking out. Bitcoin is breaking out. This is not a drill. This is not a drill. Will this turn into a swing failure pattern? We will find out very, very soon. We are breaking the previous daily high. That is an area that we could reverse from. Absolutely. We do have, however, the previous week high sitting above us. We have been staying at the highs all week long. We are in the Asia session. We are in the middle, the heart of the Asia kill zone. This is where moves begin for Asia. We're getting a clear move to the upside. Getting a nice clean breakout right now. Looking pretty tasty. Take a look at the 5-minute. We do not want to lose this level. We want to continue this pump to the upside. What is going on? What are we doing? VRVP. Point of control just below us. 107,800. SMA. Not there. Market Dynamics Pro. We have an upper resistance band above us at 108,662. Confluence with our levels that we've been looking at where the stacked sell orders are, the sell wall. Market Oracle Pro Plus. Shout out to Chart Prime. Get 45% off your first month. Link in the description box down below. Going to go ahead and get that out of the way. VWAP. Curving to the upside. But Bitcoin, far away from it. Not what I wanted. Bands, multiplier, bands, multiplier, bands, multiplier. How are we looking on our multiplier? We're at the top. We're at the top. Potential, getting a potential pullback here. In the previous daily high hold. We get a close above it. 5-minute chart. Again, that is not the indicator of which I am clicking. Thank you for your attention to this matter. Welcome everybody to Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. Thank you all for being here, alumni. I do appreciate you all as always. And yeah, we're getting a pretty cool start to the stream. We'll see if Bitcoin can hold up and push up. It's getting another, it's fallen below the previous daily high. So watching this one closely, you could just get to a pullback to the VWAP. We'll get to that in just a second. But today's news, we've got some guy for the government, can't think of it at the moment, says ordered Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac to consider accepting Bitcoin and crypto as collateral for mortgages. Guys, I have figured out the cause of the next crypto bear market and general bear market, called a secular bear market. Macro time frame, many years, is going to be the collapse of Bitcoin and crypto treasuries and mortgages. There's a lot of memes going around about going to your bank and saying, I would like to use my fart coin as collateral to buy this house. What a ridiculous concept. That absolutely would be the dumbest thing ever. Of course, it's just a meme. For now. But anyways, a little bit enough of the diatribe. Let's bring up the people that really matter. You, the madhouse. What's going on, everybody? How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying cool, because apparently it's not only hot here in the South, it's also hot everywhere in the United States. That's what I keep seeing on the social medias, that it's hot everywhere. So hopefully you're staying cool. If you are in this extreme heat, I am surviving day by day, liquid IV by liquid IV, and water, and pure luck. Some call it grit. I'm not going to pat myself on the back like that, okay? What's going on, everybody? How you doing, Alexandra G? Good evening. Good evening. Thank you for being here, Alexandra G, the mod queen, the mod boss, the mod god. Thank you for being here, Alexandra G, as always, and pinning that Discord link in the chat. Absolutely amazing. Every single night she's here, pinning that in the chat, and only misses when she's very selfish and is spending time with family or something. Ridiculous. Believe that? I mean, what if we all just spent time with our families? What would we ever get done? Thank you, Alexander G. As always, I do appreciate everything that you do for me and everybody else in this space. All set. What's going on, my friend? Hope you're doing well this evening. Good evening. Good evening. All set. I'm going to get to you. I'll get back to you on the stuff we were talking about the other day. I just have not had the time at all to really dive deep into it. So, but I'm liking what I've read thus far. But us, one of the two, we'll share our findings once we've dug through some stuff. Kelly, what's going on? Kelly, good evening. Good evening, Kelly. Thank you for being here. John Foster Crypto, local fam. What's going on, man? I'm driving out to Somerville to finish up this job. I figured you're probably out this way. You will be passing me on your way out to Somerville. Yes, will be passing me on your way. I just closed my positions. I meant I was long. Yep. I was long as well, and still am, but I think I might be about to. I might pull it here in a minute. We'll see what happens. Coming down to VWAP right now and a dynamic reactor on the 1 minute. So, we'll see. But that's a pretty clean sweep of the highs. But we'll get into that in just a second. Thank you for being here, John Foster. I do appreciate you, brother. I appreciate you, man. Jesus Saves 77. Good evening, guys. Good evening to you. Jesus Saves. God bless. Thank you for being here. Metro Mike Tech. It was effing 105 today. Yeah, man. It's crazy. It's terrible. Thank you for being here, though. RMT in house. RMT, man to be, the miner to be. Dude, mine's out the wazoo. 86 degrees indoors here. Laptop overheating. Oh my goodness. Indoors? Where are you? David Gelfand. Yeah, Gelfand? Is it an L? It is an L. Gelfand. Gelfand. You've never corrected me, so I don't know. I've always said Gelfand. So, I try to get people's names right. So, if I don't get yours right, it's on you for not correcting me, okay? Just so you know, it's on you. All right, let's get to the important stuff. Get back to the chart. All right, trying to get a little bit of a push up right now. We can see we've swept the previous daily high. Let's go ahead and zoom out a little bit. Previous daily high was also the New York high. Also swept the late London kill zone high. It's the dotted or dashed rather green box here. Pretty well above the dynamic reactor on the 15-minute. So getting that sweep right there. Let's see, do we have an indicator? Yes, we do. All right. All right, so we are at, yeah, that could be putting in a, that is a bearish divergence. If this 15-minute candle just closed below previous daily high, that might be a swing failure pattern, and I think I'm gonna take profit. Quick. Almost want to wait for this next candle, but it does. I'll take some out. I'll close half the position. Oh, so yeah, close enough. Yep. So we'll check back in on this particular price action, but let's go ahead and zoom out. Take a look, see what we looking at. So the 4 hour, we have broken back above the quantum reactor, but we do have that dynamic reactor below us, and the monthly open. I'm cautious because I feel like we might get a pullback, a pretty hefty pullback, before we continue to the upside. But I do think bottom could. I'm leaning more towards that the bottom is in. I pretty comfortable. Cause we've broken above this high. I would love to get above this high. But we've broken above this internal high in here. So I would at least expect a pullback to maybe this fair value gap. On the daily chart, got that fair value gap, which does coincide with the previous week midpoint and the previous monthly midpoint down here. But that would be digging down into this candle here, but that could be a giant order block as well. That only helps coincide with all of this. So potentially 101,958 to 104,500. Speaking of that, let me go ahead and take a poll. First. Hey, Bitcoin. Bitcoin. Get a poll the chat. Let's poll the viewers. See what you guys think. I polled Twitter. Not going to tell you what those results are thus far. So yeah. Could get a pullback, or we could just keep pumping. I don't know, man. Could just go absolutely ballistic. But I still think we're waiting for July. I do think we'll get that pullback. We might come up here and go ahead and take care of this high, mitigate that high, and then get the pullback. Then we'll be in July. Then we'll look for some type of reversal, and then continuation to the upside. This would be a nice bull flag if that did play out. This is what I would love to see. I'd love to see this. Yeah, come up, mitigate that high. Bounce off of the upwards resistance, downward sloping resistance. Get a pullback on this. Pullback into the demand zone and push back. Wait for the breakout, get your retest, and then go. This would be nice. It might not go that deep. Let's go ahead and pull a fib on this from low to this potential high. But I'm just going to put at the resistance line. Oh, right down to the golden pocket. Didn't even try to do that. Right on down to the golden pocket. Here we go. And then this will be getting into July, middle of July. I've been saying middle of July, I think, is when we break out. And this is when it would line up so perfectly. It would line up so perfectly like this. So I hope this is the case. I hope that's what we get. Be pretty sweet. Get the rolling. Bitcoin probably start picking up more on that dominance, going for its high, probably 70% level. That 70% level. Select altcoin turns fly. Which it might just be one at a time, or not one at a time, but like a batch at a time, or a sector at a time. Like in the olden days, it would go from layer 1s to layer 2s, to more like large caps, mid caps, small caps, micro caps. Essentially, is what it went to. You have large caps, top 10, your mid, top 11 to 50, your small, lower than that, and then your meme coins. Typically how it goes. But we'll see. Now, one thing, or something that we have going for us, crypto, and I've been telling you guys, I don't think Bitcoin, even though we did briefly make a new all-time high, which kind of countered my whole argument there, but since then, we have been correcting. Barely broke an all-time high too. But I've said that we won't really get the big push break of the all-time high and after S&P and NASDAQ have broken out into new all-time highs. Potentially, it might have to wait for the Dow Jones too, but I don't think this cycle. I don't think the Dow Jones this cycle is as much correlation with Bitcoin as previous cycles. It used to be Bitcoin just wouldn't break out. Now, when it comes to your breaking of the old all-time high, like breaking of the 69K, Bitcoin once again didn't break out until after the three major indices broke out into all-time highs. Because what's happening is they break out, those are the largest market caps. They break out. What's that mean? People take profit and then they rotate profits, or at least a portion of those profits, to other assets like Bitcoin and crypto. You just rotate and rotate and rotate down. We're getting close to the end, I think, of the stock market full cycle. Maybe thing like it could really get going too, but it's going to have a psychological barrier, of course, of 50,000 points. So we'll see if it'll even get up there. Not real sure on that, but we measure the volatility, which is from this high to this low, and we go to the breakout. I mean, that would get us above 50, and that would get us to about 55, 56,000 points on the S&P 500, which is, of course, very possible. What's going on, Harp? How you doing? Thank you for being here. John Jermaine, thank you. Thank you for your presence. Indie Rock Crypto, much love, brother. Thank you for being here. You all are amazing. You all are amazing. So yeah. So the only one that's really in question is the Dow Jones. I mean, I don't think it's in question. I just think it's taking longer for it to get moving than the Nasdaq and the S&P. Now the Nasdaq has already set a new all-time high this week. Bitcoin, crypto being more technology, I would say that they are more closely tied to the Nasdaq. Did the S&P break its all-time high? No, it's still short. Okay, but it's right there. I think I might do it tomorrow, or today, because it's Thursday. Yeah, low 80s. Ugh, I'm jelly. So jelly. Where are you? Harp, Canada? Nadia? RTY. The Russell 2000 still consolidating. If this breaks out, then that would show that breadth is opening up in the market, which means the big players, smart money, are willing to take on more risk. They're put on more risk assets, which could be. I mean, it's kind of signaling that that's what's happening right now. Look at this. Look at this. This money flow here on the daily chart. Look at that push. It's just about to flip the zero line. Our trend fusion is already above the zero line, and it has been consolidating on top of the zero line. You get that flip. You get the push. You get the flip of the true 7, the flip of the money flow, and you have the trend fusion continue to consolidate above the zero line, then that will all lead to, more likely than not, a breakout such as this. So if we get the flip, we get the rip. We just created that slogan. That's what it's going to be. That's my Chart Prime slogan, okay? Chart Prime slogan for OC guy is breakout retest. Or no, not breakout retest, because that has nothing to do with the indicator. His is flip of the ribbon. Mine is flip it and rip it. Got to get the flip to get the rip. No flip, might dip. Or no flip, probably dip. No flip, only dip. I got to get the flips in order to see the rips. Now let me get back to giving you all trading tips. I got price action. Nips. Pumping at my nips. Wait. Nipping at my heels. Flip or no flip. We take a rip. Bong. Love you, IRC. Beep of the ribbon. Yes, Alexander G. Every time I've always said I've never noticed. No one else ever says anything. No one ever says anything when I say bleep of the ribbon. The chat probably think I'm being racist because they're all woke. Degenerates. You're all woke degenerates. Every single one of you. Even the people that say they're not woke, you're woke too. Just got your own special kind of woke. I love you guys. All right, so Ethereum came down to whatever this red line is. Okay, was this low here? Came down to that, came down into the weekly fair value gap and has pushed back above that weekly fair value gap, now fighting against the daily dynamic quantum reactor, rather. Excuse me. But the dynamic reactor, sorry, my brain is fried and not in a good way. The old-fashioned dying from heat way. Working outside in the heat. I agree, LBC. You know what? I have no idea what you're agreeing with. That's okay. Because, like I said, brain fried. I don't even remember what I said 30 seconds ago. Well, you have Cali and NY here. I mean, oh, the whole woke thing. Gotcha. Oh, woke on both sides. Yeah, there's a different. There's two different wokes. Got one on each side. I'm just tired of all the identity politics. People should just love people and, or at least respect people as they are, who they are. Especially things that they cannot control. For them, they cannot control. Period. Can't control. They are. I mean, unless it's something like dastardly, like they're can't control that they're a murderer. They can't control their that they're a psychopath. Okay, to you, towards you, harming you or others. Okay, then okay, we have a problem. But if they're not harming you or others, is right. Not woke, just sleep. I am hella woke, bro. Like I don't ever get sleep. Plus 1 million LBC. Thank you. Hola, crypto fam. Hola, Johnny December. Just got back from the bar. Uh-oh. Don't do any trading. The woke comment. Yeah. Yeah, don't do any trading. No drinking and trading is allowed. All right? Because if you do that, you will get wrecked. Trust me. Wait. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't know that. Because I got into crypto. I just hit 4 years sober. That means I started in 2001, February. I got in the got into crypto the December prior to that. So yeah, I've never traded drunk before. Because I was just buying, holding at the time. So yeah, yeah. Oh well, you learned that the hard way. No, I didn't. I didn't learn it the hard way. But I do know that if I was still drinking, I do know that I would probably make some very impulsive trading decisions that likely would not have panned out well for me. Thank God I quit drinking when I did. Actually, crypto and trading, getting heavy into trading, actually helped replace the alcohol. And that's why I will never stop trading. Never stop charting, trading, crypto, markets, all that stuff. Because almost, you could almost say that it almost kind of saved my life a little bit. That's why I'm so heavily, have been heavily, not as of late, because, or not recent, not this week especially. I've just been so exhausted, swamped at work, and just dying from the heat. So it's hard on an island not to go have a few beer and listen to live music. Oh man, yeah, man. I feel you, man. Those are the days. Gold. Uh-oh. Broke side trend. Uh-oh. Gold about to rotate into Bitcoin? I don't know. Are people seeing inflation going away? Probably not, because the Fed has not said as much. In fact, Jerome Powell has said that inflation, sticky, and that's why they're continuing to hold rates. Plus, tariffs, being uncertain about the tariffs, their impact on the markets. So, as far as that goes, you know, we're data dependent, taking us day by day, as they say. Now, I think gold is fine, even though it broke this. Get rid of this. What are you doing, Bitcoin? Be so mad if I closed half of that trade and still ripping. All right, you're back below 108. Are you still below? Well, anyways. All right, so we've got a high here. This did come up and take out this internal high here, which means could very well come down and sweep internal highs or lows rather right here before continuing back to the upside. So could see a little bit further down to close. We'll see if it'll get a bounce off of this demand zone or if it'll want to come down and run this low, back off of the dynamic reactor, then continue to the upside. We'll see. Either way, I do think gold will continue to the upside. But this breakdown here does make me lean a little more something like this than to the upside. Now, whether or not it wicks below when sweeps below or not, that's we'll see. But for now, I still think gold is good to rise. Ethereum. I was on this chart, but I don't think I went over it at all. Oh yeah, we did come into the weekly fair value gap, getting a nice push back up. Look at all these weekly wicks. What nasty chart. Nasty chart. But we're trying to get pushed back above this little trend that we had built in here. We actually are back above it. Okay. We're back above that on the daily chart, and just really trying to get above the quantum reactor, then ultimately up here, consolidate, push higher. That's what I think we will see out of Ethereum. How high? Maybe new all-time high? Or not new all-time high, but new local high. Let's see, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. This would be the 5th wave. Could just come up to the golden pocket. I mean, that's all it would take. Then you get your ABC correction. Then you continue the upside. You continue to rip. July, August, September, all the way leading up all the way to, maybe this won't rip the entire time, and Bitcoin won't rip the entire time, of course. We'll probably go on like 2-3 week spurts, consolidate, correct heavily, and then go on another 2-3 week spurt, and then consolidate or correct. Then one more push to the upside, and they'll be done. Bitcoin will be done before everything else. That's how it typically is. Bitcoin. Others will go with Bitcoin as well. I think XRP might be one of those that goes with Bitcoin as far as like going on its moonshot. Outside of XRP, kind of not really sure what other ones are poised to make that type of move, like XRP is. But I still think we're very, very close to really seeing a wild Q3 Rate cuts expected in September. Remember, my narrative, my personal narrative, has been for a couple of years now that once, yeah, it has been a couple of years because we've had rates pretty high for a while. But once we get the rate cut, we'll get an initial push to the upside, and then it'll fall. That initial push to the upside based on the rate cut could literally be that day where it just pushed to the upside, and that's the high. We're done. We're going into a bear market for Bitcoin or crypto or Bitcoin, just Bitcoin. That's the only one. That's the only thing I'm not really sure about is how long Bitcoin's gonna run for in time. Not really sure about that, but regardless, I think the rate cuts will be the beginning of the end of the cycle because it's probably the one bullish catalyst that everybody's been waiting for. See it all over my feed almost every single day. People are talking about rate cuts, rate cuts, rate cuts. When is Powell going to cut? When is Powell going to cut? Cut 50 points before the election, but conspicuously didn't cut ever since, even though he did cut in December, which was after the election. So when Trump came out in February or March this year, very soon after his inauguration, and put on a whole bunch of broad-based, really arbitrary high tariffs, and obviously that is going to cause a lot of uncertainty. So the Fed has to wait, and there's no reason why people that look at the markets and all this stuff every single day, that are out there talking to people, on here talking to people, on YouTube talking to people about the Fed, no reason for them to be saying that the Fed needs to be cutting rates other than for the fact that they want to pump their own bags. That's my personal opinion. At least that's, I think, the motivation for most of them. They just want to see their bags pumped. Some of them probably believe the political line that Jerome Powell is just a secret Democrat. No, he's a Republican, but he's a secret Democrat, and he just wants to screw with Trump. No, there's no evidence of that. Following his dual mandate, it is what it is. Think we're rolling over right now? Maybe. I haven't looked at Bitcoin in a second. Might get one more drive to the upside for your 3 drives to the upside, right? That's what I would be looking for. Potential 3rd drive to the upside or push at 1, 2, 3. Look for bearish divergence. Just confirmed bearish divergence. 15. So I'd expect at the very least a pullback. Okay. Come in. 3rd pullback. Down and come up. Money flow already coming to the downside. Red comes up with price. Ultimately does not break back above the 0 line, or it briefly does have a divergence on your money flow. At the same time, have it on trend future prime oscillator. Try prime oscillator plus that. Then push to the downside. potentially. We still have our areas above us. Watch. Have that 118. And exactly like actually fake out to the downside, then you get the upside that keeps that high up there. That gives us our narrative for flipping bullish high time frame. Okay, doesn't mean on a low time frame we pull back, but breaking this high here, higher time frames signals shift in market structure, shift in trend. We just, if we get a back for that, that's one that I would definitely consider going all in on. Maybe not all in, but going pretty heavily in, because I think that'll be the last low, all-time high, and I'm saying it. I haven't said it, and it feels weird saying it. My compression is a little too aggressive. It does look a little bit more aggressive than usual. Oh, I just have my mic turned down a lot for some reason. Yo. I didn't even notice that. Sorry about that. Now I'm much louder. Sorry. Turn your headphones down. Okay. Do we have them all? We good? We turned our headphones down. Thank you Dreamer for pointing that out, and thank you for being here as always. But yeah, so this is very much in the cards. We'll see. There, that's better. You kept cutting out. My bad. I didn't realize my mic was cut to 50%. I don't know why, or how it got that way, but I don't know. Okay, so tomorrow, economic calendar. What are we looking at? Oh, we've got durable goods orders month over month, and we have GDP growth rate quarter over quarter final. So that's not a preliminary or anything like that. It is a final revision of the quarter over quarter for Q1. Okay, so we'll see. The forecast is minus 0.2%, which could be taken as bearish, which might be what gives us our pullback. But what do the market makers like to do before they pull back? They like to suck you in, get you trapped on long, and then pull back. So be cognizant of that. Look for that 103 level for us to. We want to see that 103.250. This is a 0.236 fib level, but that's on retracement. Let's go ahead and take this off. Okay, so that would be a 50% retracement here. That would be the 0.382 here. Wait, why am I doing it this way? This is what I meant to do. So yeah, 0.382 here, 0.5. Now, well, if we came from the current high, that would be your 50% retracement right there at 103.170, and your golden pocket right there at 101, more like 102, 101.5 to 102 for your golden pocket, which we could come down to that too, because we do have this little pullback in here that's a little bit of a demand zone. So watch that as well. But for me, I think if I'm buying on spot, I'm definitely considering, especially if we get a push down, a big correction in the alt at the same time, but they hold their lows, then it might be the time to back up the truck on spot and then take profits on the way up. We are so close. I can taste it. We're not quite there yet, but we are pretty close, I think. I could be way off. I could be a whole quarter off, because that's how things tend to go. But coming back down here and breaking this, of course, is not out of the question. However, it's been a nice bounce, and we did get above this internal range high. I would like to see us get above this high before the end of the week, like I said, like I've been saying. If we can get above, that 108.7-800. I think we'll be okay. It's a holiday also. What, tomorrow is the magic day? What holiday is tomorrow? What's up, RS Miller? How you doing? What holiday is tomorrow, though? National Barcode Day and National Coconut Day. LOL, easy to figure out, is it? Are you Canadian? National Chocolate Pudding Day? It's your holiday? Rainbow Flag Day? National Bomb Pop Day? Last Thursday in June is also National Handshake Day and National Bomb Pop Day. So make sure you go out there and shake some hands, I suppose. Not too easy. Yeah, there's a lot of holidays tomorrow. We all the same holiday, but on different days. Blue. Tomorrow, June 26th, is not a public holiday in Canada. So you're not in Canada. Y'all just making this up. You talking about the chat? Yeah, they really are. I think they're just making stuff up. Oh, you're talking about all the different holidays. Yeah. Yeah, they're just making stuff up as they go. Every day is a new holiday. It's I blame it on Big Hallmark. Big Hallmark is trying to is taking over. Another clue. 1966. Is it your birthday? Because if it's your birthday, then you share the same birth year as my mother. And she's actually 5 days older than you. Yay, you got it. Well, happy early birthday, RS Miller. I can't promise you I'm going to remember tomorrow. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I'm telling you now. Happy early birthday. But if you just hop in the chat tomorrow and the first thing you say is banana, I will remember that it is your birthday. Let's see, we got 19 votes. Y'all kind of split, but more of you are bullish than bearish. You're saying 120K comes before 100K. So you're saying we're done. We're done when we're moving to the upside. Hopefully it wasn't because I swayed you tonight. But I do see some pretty good arguments for continuation. Not only you got the Fannie Mae and Freddie Mac stuff, you've got the Genius bill that got passed, which we've been pretty much bullish ever since then. And we've got the ultimate fear, dramatic news to mark the bottom, which was the bombing of the Iranian nuclear facilities. So you have the narrative that went along with it. So we always talk about the narratives. I'm starting to see celebrities again starting to talk about crypto. Tends to be a thing because they tend to drive their followers to the market. So yeah, we've got. I haven't heard anything on Iran and Israel. Are they done? Like, that would be, dude. Calm down, Peach. No, swashing. Many alts have hit bottom. Yeah, many alts have hit their bottoms. Many alts still have a little bit lower to go. And that's why I still think we got another correction for Bitcoin. And yeah, but I think that correction will last a week and a half, 2 weeks. And Bitcoin will probably start going bananas while I am on my vacation at the beach tomorrow. Not tomorrow, next month. So, which, if that's the case, man, it's going to be an awesome vacation because I'll be able to sit there in the mornings and trade the bullish price action. Pretty awesome. So, why you keep saying banana? It is not your birthday yet. You still have a whole nother 52 seconds. Because it will be your birthday, Eastern Standard Time. Took the day off tomorrow, but probably won't be able to sleep. What beach? I'm not telling you where I'm going. Dusty Hunt? God, can I have some privacy? It's in Florida. It's in Florida. Yeah, it's a family vacation. Big family vacation, too. Not just my little family here, or my little big family, but also parents and siblings and all that stuff. LOL, just a reminder. Okay, I gotcha. But 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday, officially, R.S. Miller on the East Coast. Congratulations on making it another trip around the sun. So there you go. Good timing for trades. Yeah, exactly. The Magic Mouse. I see. Look, we used to have a place in Okaloosa Island. Never even heard of it. That's pretty cool. I will be. It's called Mexico Beach. I think it's like Destin, maybe area, or Panama. I don't know, dude. I just know I'm going to the beach. I'll type it in the day that I'm leaving. I'll ask my wife, "Where are we going?" And she'll tell me, and I'll put it in a GPS, and then I'll go. Real life. Fort Walton, Destin. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, very excited for that. Ready to go. But anyways, and on that note, Throwback Thursday is over. And we're going to wrap it on out and get on out of here. So, if you enjoyed tonight's content, please hit that like button. And if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe. Don't forget to come back tomorrow for Good Morning Crypto with BC Port Corp. We'll have OC Guy and Army Piper for the morning market report. We'll have, hopefully, OC Guy for trading with OC. And then we'll be right back here for FOMO Friday. Ooh, yeah. We're going to have some fun. So be here tomorrow, right here on the Piper Academy Network. Watch all the shows. Have some fun. And then we'll have FOMO Friday fun tomorrow night on Markets After Dark, where we go mad on the charts. God bless. Mad love. I hope you all have an amazing, beautiful, wonderful, radical sleep. And I'll catch you tomorrow. Later, guys. Peace out. Girl Scouts.
It's Throwback Thursday in the madhouse again. Charts on the wall like a chalked up sin. Alumni riding, we don't break, we win. Stacking them wins like the world don't end.
That Thursday in the madhouse again. Charts on the wall like a chalked up sin. Alumni riding, we don't break, we bend. Stacking them wins like the world gon' end. Back then I charted on a cracked iPhone. Now I'm trading in the throne, built it all on my own. Used to chase bags in a boat down Dodge. Now the tickers light up like a backwoods lodge. Madhouse lit, it's a candle in the barn. Got the minds in the pit like we raising alarms. Chart prime calling in zones like a prophet. Pull a fin, hit the wick, let it rip, then I profit.
Running through the blocks like a bull through the gate. Market opening up, ain't no time to hesitate. Army Piper in a chair with the macro scoop. LBC flames when we raise that roof. G in the corner with the mind games tight. OC got spaghetti charts twisting all night. BC Port Corp got the alpha alert. And if bucks in the room, somebody get hurt. In the madhouse again. Charts on the wall like a chalked up sin. Alumni riding, we don't break, we bend. Stacking them wins like the world gon' end.
Got my trades on the line like clothes in the pre-swing. High swing low, I just follow the G's. JR moving stealth with the art so slick. Jesus saves dropping heat, that's a gospel click. Melissa with the vibes, keep the Discord lit. And Hart got the metal when the algo hits. We ain't just charting, we building the nation. Alumni cipher, straight foundation.
In the madhouse again. Charts on the wall like a chalked up sin. Alumni riding, we don't break, we bend. Stacking them wins like the world gon' end.
Throw back, ride again. Got my trades on the line like clothes in the pre-swing. High swing low, I just follow the G's. JR moving stealth with the art so slick. Jesus saves dropping heat, that's a gospel click. Melissa with the vibes, keep the Discord lit. And Hart got the metal when the algo hits. We ain't just charting, we building the nation. Alumni cipher, straight foundation.